Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Code drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
All right. All right, guys, are we ready? Hold on. Okay. All right, here we go, everybody. Hello, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to a very special edition of DSP Tries It.
Devour.
So why is it a special edition? Because today, guess what? We are not doing dinner. We are not doing lunch. Today, we are doing dessert. Now, how often have I ever had dessert on DSP Tries It, right? Honestly, the only time I think I've ever really done dessert is as part of a meal. I got a special dessert that came at a fast food place or a shake along with my sandwich, right? But tonight, I'm not even doing DSP Tries It at the normal time. It's actually 9:11 p.m., so it must be an emergency. And we are doing dessert tonight because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are trying crumble cookies. This is a Valentine's Day assortment from Crumble. You can get them in many different sizes. You can get them in different, numbers. I got the 6-pack, so I got the biggest assortment available from Crumble Cookies. For those who don't have Crumble Cookies, you don't know what this is. It is a chain gourmet cookie restaurant/bakery where you can get ginormous desserts and cookies for exorbitant prices. This box of 6 assorted cookies cost $30. Now, I think it's a little bit cheaper if you don't get it delivered, but still, paying $20 to $30 for 6 cookies, you might say, oh my God. Also, the box, as you can see, isn't the most durable box I've ever seen. It's pretty much dilapidated and falling apart. It's not like we did much. They arrived after dinner, and we literally opened the box. My wife tasted a couple of the cookies, and then we just left it on the counter, and the box fell apart. So, I don't know. So this is a variety. It's going to have some things that are Valentine's Day themed and others that are more generic, all right? In fact, why don't we put them down and why don't we actually take a look together from the other camera angle and let's investigate crumble cookies, shall we? So here's what we've got in our box, okay? So as you can see, 6 full-size cookies. They're huge, by the way. They're not normal-sized cookies. These are very large cookies. Probably 2 to 3 times the size of a normal cookie that you would get anywhere. And as you can see, my wife did taste some of them already, which is fine. But I'm going to taste all 6. So to show you what we have here, this is a special Valentine's Day-themed cake with frosting that's supposed to taste like strawberry. This one is a double chocolate brownie. This one is a cake batter. This one is a Snickerdoodle. This one is a standard chocolate chip. And this one, I think they're calling it a Conversation Hearts. You ever had those little candies, those little heart candies at Valentine's Day? They're called Conversation Hearts. But this is supposed to be like almond flavored cookie with like almond butter topping, I guess. Almond frosting or something on the top. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's get to tasting crumble cookies here tonight on DSP Tries It. Let's start right here with this heart, okay? It's actually not a cookie. It's like a cake, as you can see. Don't ask me why crumble cookies has cake, because it's supposed to be a cookie, but they have a cake. All right, let's see what it's like. Here we go. The cake is very moist. but also light and airy at the same time. The first thing you taste is the sweetness, but then immediately you're hit with a tartness to offset it, which is basically the flavor of strawberry. So actually, that's not bad. I'm going to actually have another fork of it. That's not bad at all. That's like a tasty strawberry cake with a tasty, I think it's supposed to be cream cheese frosting, and it's delicious. It's actually really, really good. Okay, so here we go. Well, I know that's not their specialty, and they're doing that just for Valentine's Day. That's really good. That's actually very, very tasty. I like that. Okay, so first one, the Valentine's Day special heart cake, strawberry flavored, is delicious. I really like that. Okay, now, and by the way, that's not a cookie, that's cake, which is why I have a fork. I want to try Snickerdoodle. I don't think I've ever even eaten a Snickerdoodle in my life. So let's see. Oh, it is soft. Look at this. It broke right off easily. Looks a little, you know, crumbly in the middle. Is it soft? It's soft in the middle. Okay. Let's try a Snickerdoodle cookie and see what this tastes like. I've never had a Snickerdoodle before in my life, I don't think. So let's see.
Devour, devour.
I'm going to take another bite and let you know what I think, and I'll describe the flavors after this second bite. So, we have a crispy outside with an actual chewy, soft inside. The first flavor I actually get is of butter, a butter flavor, but then immediately I'm hit with sugar. So it's butter and sugar together. I'll be honest with you, that's about all I taste. I don't know what's supposed to be in a Snickerdoodle, but butter and sugar, it tastes good. But if there's supposed to be other flavors, I don't really taste them. If I were to tell you between these two, which one I like more, I like this because it tastes tart and sweet and has a strawberry flavor, while this one is way more basic to me. Not that it's bad, it's not bad, okay? But that's definitely way less complex than the flavor of that one right there. Okay? What else is supposed to be in a Snickerdoodle? Does anyone even know what it's supposed to taste like? Because that's pretty basic, I would say. Cinnamon? Oh, no. I don't taste any cinnamon at all. So if there's supposed to be cinnamon, that might be a problem. I'm not tasting any cinnamon, but it's still good. Like, I like the cookie. Okay? All right. Continuing on. How about we do something a little bit more standard? How about the standard chocolate chip? Okay? An American classic. Everyone likes chocolate chip cookies, right? So here we go. I see a good bunch of chocolate chunks in that I just broke off. Okay, let's just go for it.
Devour, devour.
Well, I must make this clear before I say a word. I'm a chocoholic, okay? I love chocolate. So by default, something with chocolate earns extra points with me. The chocolate chunk is a milk chocolate chunk that's in that cookie, and it tastes great. Okay, so I like the flavor of the chocolate chunk, very melt-in-your-mouth milk chocolatey, okay? The outside edges of the cookie are crispy, but the middle is very gooey and doughy, which I think is how it's supposed to be if it's a fresh cookie. It is buttery, and the cookie dough itself tastes pretty good. I would say that's excellent. That's just okay, but that's a good chocolate chip cookie. That's just okay, in my opinion, and this is good as well. So these two so far, my favorites. Snickerdoodle, not so much. Okay. Okay. Let's continue, shall we? Let's do something totally different, not chocolate. Let's try the cake batter. All right, this is supposed to be cake batter cookie, and they put a ridiculous amount of frosting on top of it. Like, I don't even... It's hard. The frosting is actually hard. I'm not sure how to eat this besides maybe to just bite it. So I think I'm just going to bite into it and see what it tastes like. Okay? Here we go. Cake batter cookie. Let's go.
Devour, devour.
Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That bite that I took tasted just like cake batter. Okay, tons of that frosting flavor you get, and it tasted like a sweet vanilla confectionery cake, if that makes sense. And you get a tiny bit of texture from the sprinkles that are on top of it. The truth, though, is it's mostly just frosting flavor. Like, as you can see, that frosting layer is very thick on top of that cookie. And that's mostly what I taste. I can barely taste any cookie in the bite. Okay? So, I do like it, but I definitely think I would like the other things more. That's very, very, very sweet. Okay? So, it's okay, I would say. All right, you know what? I'm interested in what this conversation cookie is. They said that it's supposed to be almond flavor. Oh, wow. This is going to be a problem. I'm not kidding. First of all, this fork is pissing me off. Look at this. Look, what is going on with this fork? What just happened? It's covered. How did it get covered in stuff? I have no idea. Let's clean the fork, get it out of the way. It's like getting directly in the way of the review. Wow. Thanks, inanimate object, for trying to annoy me. Okay, so let's get this out of here, right? We're going to have a problem with this cookie, okay? Do you want to know why we're going to have a problem with this cookie? This cookie is not solid. I'm touching it, and as I'm touching it, it is actually becoming goo on my finger. This cookie is not cooked all the way through. I can't lift it. I'm not even kidding. As I touch it, it squishes like it's actual goo. It's not a solid cookie. So the only way that I could actually eat this is with the fork. I have to like cut some off because it's like soft as hell. I don't know why. It's definitely not cooked properly. Because if it were cooked properly, you'd be able to pick it up. And you can't. So I'm going to try the fork. Let's see how this works here. Okay. You know what's funny? I think the frosting is harder than... Wow. It literally is so soft, I can't even fork it. It falls apart. Well, let's try it. Here we go. So it's to be almond flavored Conversation Hearts cookie.
Devour, devour.
Okay, so that is not a cookie. As you can see, it's falling apart. That is very airy cake, like incredibly airy cake. Imagine if you had a really crumbly cake, you tried to pick it up with your hand, it would fall apart. That's exactly what this is. This is not a cookie. Okay? It has incredibly strong and sweet amaretto flavor. Did you ever taste amaretto before? It's an almond liqueur. That's exactly what this cookie tastes like. And this cookie literally melts in your mouth. Like, no lie, I did not chew at all or touch it. It just went zoop with my saliva. It just melted completely away in my mouth. All right? So I'm going to try another fork of it. Let me keep going here. Here we go. Man. It is incredibly sweet, like way over the top sweet with almond and sugar flavor. But actually, it's good. Like, I'm not going to lie. I've had cookies that had that ingredient before. When I was a kid, I used to get Italian cookies, and they were very heavy focused with almond flavor. That reminds me of the almond cookies I used to get as a kid from the Italian bakery. Okay, it tastes great. I just wish that it was more of a cookie. Like, I wish I could hold it and bite it. I can't even do that. It falls apart. I had to use the fork to even get any of it, or else it's not solid enough to actually eat. Okay, but it tastes good, and I like that it melts in my mouth. That's pretty cool. Okay, all right, we have one more cookie to try, and then I'm probably, oh, there we go. And then I'm gonna rate them against each other. Okay, I'm gonna tell you which one's my favorite against all of them. All right, so the last cookie to try is the full-on chocolate cookie. As you can see, there's crumbs from all the other cookies on this one now. Okay, let's break off a big piece here. Again, chocolate's my favorite. Here we go. So I got a big chocolate chunk there. Looks rich. It's hard on the outside, soft on the inside. That's a good sign. All right, let's go for it. It's the double, I think it's called like double chocolate brownie is what it's actually called. All right, here we go.
Devour, devour.
Okay, let's talk about that cookie. So, first off, even though the base of the cookie is dark chocolate, I believe the chips are the same chips that are in this cookie here. I could be wrong, but the chocolate chunks taste sweet, while the cookie itself tastes more bitter. Does that make sense? It is very soft on the inside, like a brownie, but it is crispy on the outside, like a cookie. The flavor is chocolate euphoria, basically. Like, it is so much chocolate, so rich, very deep, rich, flavorful chocolate. But I will say this. I honestly think it may be too much chocolate. And what I mean by that is because there's so much rich chocolate flavor in the cookie, it's hard to enjoy the chocolate chunks that are in it. While when I was eating this chocolate chip cookie, because the batter tasted buttery and more like cookie dough, the chocolate that was in it had more bite. Does that make sense? This is more like a lot of the same. This has contrasting flavor. So this is amazing if you love chocolate. But if you're actually talking about like flavor profiles and things that balance well, I don't know if that really balances at all. It's too much of the same. That would be like you have strawberry ice cream with strawberry chunks, strawberry drizzle syrup, and then strawberry flavored whipped cream on top. That's what that's like. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of the same. I wish that it had more balance. Okay? So, let's now actually look at all of these, and I'm going to rate them from worst to best. Worst one is the Snickerdoodle. All it tastes like to me is butter and a little bit of sugar and nothing else. I don't taste any other flavors in there. It's still fine, but it's so basic. That's definitely the bottom for me. Okay? Next, I would probably say the cookie or the cake batter. Reason being, yes, it tastes like cake batter, but it tastes like cake batter because the entire top is an inch of frosting, right? There's too much frosting on that, and all I'm tasting is the frosting when I bite it. Therefore, I don't really like that one that much, okay? Still better than this one that's basic, but nah, okay? So now we get to the tougher decisions. And I would actually say that next I like the strawberry cake, but the thing is it's not really a cookie. It's a moist cake, but it tastes good. It's got sweetness, it's got tartness, it's got cream cheese frosting. It's pretty good. Then next, I would actually say is the double chocolate brownie. You might say, whoa, I thought you were a chocoholic. Yeah, but like I said, it's kind of one note. It's only chocolate, 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 and I wish there was something else. It was chocolate peanut butter or different kinds of chocolate, but it just tastes like one flavor throughout. So I'm going to say that's my next favorite. Surprisingly enough, that means I'm actually going to rank the standard chocolate chip one above the actual double chocolate brownie. And you might say, wait, what? Are you saying what you think I'm saying? Yes. The Conversation Hearts cookie is actually my favorite flavor out of this entire box. Even though it melts in your mouth and it's so soft you can't even pick it up, the almond flavor is absolutely delicious. It tastes like a sweet amaretto. It melts in your mouth. It is decadent, and it is absolutely delicious. So actually, the Valentine Special Conversation Heart cookie is my favorite of the entire array. And I never thought I was going to say that because, like I said, I'm a chocoholic, and I was fully expecting to think that I was going to like the double chocolate the most, and this has been completely flipped on its head. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. So that was my first ever dessert-only review. I'm curious what you guys thought, because here's the thing. Typically, when I review stuff, it's like a meal or something you can go get. Not everyone has a crumble cookies next to them, right? In addition, this is expensive stuff. $30 for this box. If you get it in person rather than delivered, I think it's like $25. That's a lot of money for some cookies that you're going to eat within a day or two. Because keep in mind, these cookies, can you refrigerate them? Yes, and you should. In fact, we're going to toss them right in the fridge now. But they're not going to last a long time, right? You can't save these for weeks and weeks. You got to eat them within a few days. That's a lot of money for a dessert, right? But that was interesting. That was certainly something different. Here's the feedback I want from you. Did you like this review? Do you want more of this? Would you like more weirder reviews that aren't just Phil reviews a meal, Phil reviews a burger or a sandwich or pizza, but instead something way different? That's the feedback I'm looking for. Let's see what you guys respond. All right? But do I think these are good? Yes, these are good cookies. You're not going to be for everyone. By the way that Crumble works, they don't keep the same cookies in the rotation. Usually they have like 3 or 4 staple cookies that are there forever. And then they have like 6 or 7 they rotate out. So every week there's different ones. Like next week, they won't have the 2 Valentine's cookies. They'll actually have completely different flavors. So you got to be paying attention to their menu. And every week when you go back, it might actually have more or different things on the menu. If I went back to Crumble Cookies in a month, I'd have different cookies for you. Okay? So, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. DSP Tries It.
Devour.
Next time on DSP Tries It, we are going to break all the rules. Why and how? Let me tell you. Next time on DSP Tries It, we are having breakfast for
dinner.
So I hope you'll tune in to the next episode for something else very special. Thank you for watching DSP Tries It. I'll see you next time. All right. Folks, I hope that you enjoyed this episode of DSP Tries It. It was a different one, wasn't it? Okay. That's right. Next week on DSP Tries It, We're going to eat at IHOP, okay? And I'm going to get a breakfast for dinner, and I'm going to eat it on stream. So I'm going to eat like an omelet and pancakes and stuff and eat it live, okay? Okay. So, tomorrow, folks, there will not be a podcast. Instead, it's going to be the DSP morning show, followed by Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Please come and support that dang stream. For the love of everything holy, I want to keep playing Dragon Quest, and I need people to actually show up and support that stream. Please do. Tomorrow night on the late stream, RimWorld. Continuing on, it's been a great run. The chaos ensues. Last time we had a massacre, and I have to clean up a bunch of dead bodies and blood and recover. That's going to be a good stream. Okay? Good stuff, everyone. Thank you so much for a great streaming day. Have a good night. I will see you all in the morning. Thank you for chilling. Good night, and peace out.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.